Hit me up, you know I got the vibe. Yeah, floating.
What's good, everybody? We're here on The Vibe. I'm your host, DK. Today with me, I got my man, RoWill. What's good, dog?
You already know, man. Happy to be here, you know what I mean?
How you been, brother?
Chilling, bro. What's up? You know what I mean? Just everything music and everything about self-awareness, you know? Not only, like, building myself, like, as a person, but, like, as an artist, too, at the same time. Just getting myself ready for 2019. It's going to be a big year, so.
What can we expect?
Expect an album. You can expect shows, my own shows. I'm working with a lot of other artists. You might hear a big name feature coming up soon. A lot of videos as well. A lot of visuals. A lot of choreographed videos, like way different than what I did before. I got videos out right now. You can look me up on YouTube, RoWill everywhere, but it's coming a lot different, coming a lot more, my approach is a lot more calculated now, and you know, just really coming different this time, so like really excited for this shit.
So what's the reason to change your approach to everything?
Well, to be honest, I think I'm my biggest critic, and a lot of people are like that, so in my own head, I didn't think I was working hard enough, and I wasn't happy with my results, and that really shouldn't have been, that shouldn't be my mindset, because I came a long way. I only started about 2 years ago, got 45,000 plays in a year, all from the muscle, and I just kind of thought like I could be going way harder. And I feel like I should have been at a certain point in my career as of right now, but I mean, everyone has their own journey. That's why I was learning now, and I'm really starting to be happy with the time that I have still staying down, because I don't think I was ready yet. I don't think I'm ready yet to like be on that type level, but I think I am going to be ready in this next upcoming year. So
how long do you think until you're ready?
I think we're in December right now, so I think I'll be ready. I think I'll be ready as soon as this year starts.
Do you fully expect to blow up?
Fully.
Yeah, like there's no doubt in your mind?
Fully. I think I have a lot of, I don't want to spoil too much stuff, but like I can say as much as I can, but it's a lot of songs that I have held for so long. It's a lot of please do not judge me off my throwaways. Like the songs that I dropped is songs that I want to drop currently right now, because I think that's good for the level I'm at right now. But I have bigger intentions and bigger dreams than you can imagine. So this is a very calculated approach, and I've just been working on myself too as a person, like so I can get ready for it mentally. I know the fame and everything that comes with it, money or whatever, it's going to be a lot, so I'm just trying to prepare myself with it.
So what would you say drives you to become better?
I would say overcoming like anxiety. That's one thing I've always like struggled with, and I'm talking about like not just like normalized anxiety, like being nervous and shit, like about oh I got a test tomorrow, being nervous about shit like that. Like nah, like more like crippling anxiety, like panic attacks, thinking I'm gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Like it was like my mom was real fucked up, like in situations like that. So I came a long way from overcoming shit like that. I haven't overcome it fully yet, but like from where I was last year with that shit, like my mindset is so good right now, and it was a real hard process these last 2 years, from definitely the worst years of my life. So that just drives me every day, and to be honest, I really think I'm gonna be the greatest ever, to be honest.
Dope.
Yeah, ever, for real. It's gonna take time, but like, and I sound crazy right now. It's 2018. What's the date? December 9th. December 9th, 2018. It's my first interview. You know, this will be a document in history, like for real. Me saying this shit right now. I might not look like it right now, but just give me some time.
So you talk about getting your head right. How does that correlate with your music? In what ways does it help?
It helps in just writing my music. A lot of my songs, this upcoming album I'm working on, a lot of songs that I will be releasing in this upcoming year are about anxiety and overcoming obstacles and just overcoming anything that stands in front of you, from being what you want to be and being at the mindset you want to be in life. And it's really all in your head. That's what I really noticed. That's what anxiety really taught me, that everything is in your head. Your mind is literally that powerful. If you think you're sick if you're sick mentally, you will be physically sick. Their illness does not appear if it's not in the mind. The mind is that strong. So whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, whatever you think you can do, you can do. If you think you can't do it, then you can't do it. That makes sense?
Absolutely, absolutely. Are you a firm believer in that?
Firm believer. Yeah. And I've been reading a lot. I'm not a big reader. Let me not I'm not gonna lie and say I'm some type of philosopher that be reading encyclopedias and shit. But like I've been reading a lot lately, reading a lot of Napoleon Hill, and it's been like I've been really like training my brain to act a certain different way and to respond to different events in my life a different way. Just I'm a lot more wiser than I thought, and I feel like I'm a lot more wiser than a lot of the artists that I would be coming up with like in the near time. So I think it's going to put me over the hump, to be honest.
So you've talked about how you've prepared yourself mentally. How have you prepared your music to get to the next level?
Just stay always inspiration. Inspiration is everything. So I was always inspired to have like a better sound. Like I always thought I was hot, but I was like, yo, this shit can sound better. Or like just listening to other people. Just listen to the top 100 billboards and shit. Like listen to what's hot like right now, and it'd be like, yo, I want my shit, not the copy. That's not what I'm saying, but like if your shit is not sounding on a type level where those songs are, then you're not there yet. And that shouldn't be like a thing that should like discourage you, but that means you're not there yet. Do a reality check with yourself. Can you see this song on a top 100 billboard? Really ask yourself that when you listening to your shit. If not, then it's not it. And so that's what will motivate me. I would keep it real with myself, and I would let only people that I know that would judge me hard, because you don't need any yes men on your team. Like people that, oh yeah, that shit hot. Like you got friends that is gonna say your shit hot regardless. Now I need people to be like, nah, you could have had a little bit more confidence in your voice, like all shit like that. So.
All right, man. So take me back to the beginning. When did you first begin rapping?
Yo, keep me thinking.
It was the first time I dropped a song was my freshman year of college, and it was an Uber Everywhere remix made in Tayo. Never forget. And it was with Nate Coos, young Koozie, Coach Koozie now. And the song kind of went crazy around the area. Like it was a local hit. It was a very local hit. It got like 12,000 plays, all muscle. My first song, like 12, like that shit was just kind of big to me. And then like I done had so many Snapchats. Like people know that shit word from word. Like I think if I never performed this song, but like the next time I do a show, I'm gonna perform that song, and I guarantee that shit gonna look like I could sell out fucking Wells Fargo. Like real shit. It's just crazy because like I didn't really try hard at all. That was my first song ever. So my freshman year was the first time I dropped the song. But I was really leaning into like rapping like since like kind of like high school, because Millsy and Nate, they was always rapping and shit, so I would just be supporting them. But sometimes I would like freestyle, or I might spit a little something, and they'd be like, yo, you kinda hot and shit. And then I remember for like a period of time in high school, I was just sending my shit to I wasn't recording them, but I was just writing, and this shit was probably trash. This is like 2013. And Mills would just be like, yo, bro, keep writing shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be doing music if it wasn't for Mills and Nate. So, like, shout out to them for that. And then, like, after that, after Uber Everywhere, when I dropped that, freshman year of college, it just kept going up. It started to become a drug. Like, just music, everything that I did, everything about it, every dollar I spent on it, like, I didn't care. Like, and that's still to this day. Like, I'm investing always in my career, and I don't care about like never getting that money back. I'm gonna make that money back times fucking 1,000. I know. So it's gonna be worth it in the end. But yeah, that's how I started.
That's dope. So you talk about you, Millsy, and Nate, and you guys were once together in a group called DCM or Delco Mafia, right? Right. So what happened with that?
Okay, so yeah, so when I first started around that time, or so the same thing around that time, we were DCM Delco Mafia, and RoWill and Mills had that name beforehand, and Shay had stopped for a little bit, and then Mills kept on with the name, and then that's when me and Nate came along, and so it was us three for a while, and then fast forward, Shay came back, and then he was in it, and then we kind of had a little fallout, to be honest. Not me and Mills personally, but like Nate and Shay had a little fallout. I'm not really gonna get too much into that, but they had a little fallout, and Shay kind of like distanced himself from the group, and that's straight music wise. Like, we are still good friends to this day, and Shay already know we still work together musically and all that. But as in Delco Mafia, he distanced himself from that, and then Nate, he recently distanced himself from music in general. It wasn't really the group, but like he just stopped doing music. He's at a different point in his life. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So once that happened, that's like two people now. It would just be like me and Mills. And I just kind of thought one day Mills texted me. He was just like, "Yo, like you want to keep going with this Delco Mafia shit, or you want to rock with her like own names and shit?" And I was just like, you know what, like it kind of looks weird to the public, like people dropping out and shit like that, like, to be all the way honest. So I was just like, nah, like I think we should rock with our own names. And I just kind of saw it as an opportunity. Like, they always put the motivation in me, so that's why I love them to death. Like, they always was like, yo, you the superstar, like you gonna be the one, like we all a group, but like you gonna be this what they were saying, like when we were a group, like strong as shit, you know what I mean? And I'm always humble, like, nah, like we all gonna get it. They be like, nah, but like you the different one, like, you know what I mean? And they still tell me that shit to this day. So I just kind of saw it as an opportunity from God. Like, I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason. I just saw it as an opportunity to be like, yo, maybe it's time for me to leap forward with this solo shit so I can get this shit rolling, and then we all gonna be good. And the love is all still there, but as of right now, Delco Mafia is not a group.
So talk to me about performing, man, but I'm more interested in the pre-show. Talking about the mentality, like what, before performance, like what's like your mentality like?
I'm always really excited about performing. Like, that's one opportunity to always show everything you got, because that's when people really get respect for you, when they see an artist live. Like, you can hear it. There's been so many times where like you be a fan of an artist, and then you go see him live, and he might be trash, like live, or might not be as good as you thought he was, and then it's like you kind of get a little disappointed now. And then when someone gives you a great show, and you're like, oh my God, like I'm really like, or you might not even like an artist, and then you go see him perform, and then he's a great ass performer, and then you're like, oh shit, now I'm a fan. So like, shows are very important, and your performance is very important, so I take that very seriously. And I'm very nervous before every show, and I've always been a very nervous person, like basketball too. Like, I played basketball even in college, and once I always got on the court, I would be good. So that's the same thing muted to music. Like, once I get on that stage, like all the nervousness is out, and I'm just going to do it. So that's my mindset before a show. I'm excited but nervous.
What's it like being up on stage?
It's a feeling that is very hard to explain. It's just chills running through my body the whole time. Like, I always thought I had stage fright, but in reality, I really never had stage fright. I would just be nervous beforehand always. But like, every time I get on that stage, I've never folded ever on stage. It's something different. Like, it's a different feeling. Like, just everybody just looking at you. If someone even knows your music, or if someone, I didn't perform in a crowd with like one person, like looking at me like I got 3 heads and shit. Like, or it'd be like 5 people in there. They'd be like, who the fuck is this boy? And I'm just still up there drawing, like, you know what I mean? I really don't care. Like, I just love performing, and I always at least turn one head. I noticed that I always at least turn one head every performance. So like, you never know who's in the room watching.
Are you like a very like energetic performer? Or?
Yeah, very energetic. I've always been a dancer, even like before music. anybody who knows me can vouch for that. Like, I've always been a dancing, like, skinny motherfucking, like, weird dancer. Like, I just love dancing. Like, that's just my personality. I just love dancing. I always could, like, always had rhythm, always could move. So, like, I just love dancing. So I always, when I started rapping, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna mix this dancing shit with the rapping shit always. Like, I might just put the mic down sometimes and just start dancing, like, while my song's playing. Like, you might see that on stage a lot from me. And it's a crowd pleaser. I mean, people just don't want to, people really might not be interested in you rapping, but, like, they might be interested in you dancing, and then it might make them want to be interested in you rapping. So I kind of use it as a little trick on people's minds to fuck with the music a little bit more than they think they fucking with it with the dance moves.
All right, so if I'm getting ready to go to one of these shows, can you describe to me the experience that I'm getting ready to have?
So, like, you're really gonna get a very energetic experience. That's every time, like, no question. Like, you don't like my music, you gonna like my energy, because I'm wilding, I'm jumping around, I'm dancing, I'm going into the crowd. Like, that's one thing I like to do. I always saw Lil Uzi did that, and it made me want to do that. Lil Uzi always goes into the crowd. Like, and that really speaks to you as a fan of somebody when they go out. Like, you can see somebody performing on the stage the whole time, but, like, once they go out in the crowd and you might get to touch him, or you might get to, you next to him, you see his diamonds shining, like, that's gonna motivate you. I remember I saw Uzi diamonds, I was like, yo, man, I gotta get there, like, for real. So that's why I always like to go out in the crowd. So that's the type of stuff you gonna see. So if you don't like the music, you definitely gonna like the energy, but you gonna like the music. For sure.
I like it, man. All right, so we talked about you can have a big upcoming 2019. What can we expect first?
You're gonna expect, I would say, a lot of visuals first, because I'm gonna build up to the album. I'm looking to be on a different level than what I'm at right now. To be honest, I don't want to drop more music and more meaningful songs that I think that deserves more credit if it's on deaf ears. I'm coming out of a very hard area, I would say, and I think a lot of people would agree. Like, it's Delco. No one has no belief. Everyone's closed-minded. No one's chasing a dream. Like, you know what I mean? These are the obstacles I'm against, and I do see a lot of motivation within it, though. I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of support that I don't show all the time, that people don't see. But I also get a lot of hate too, and it's a lot of rough nights where I'd be like, can I do it? Or not really believing in myself all the way sometimes, and that's just the area getting to me. But I mean, I don't have no intentions on moving anywhere. I'm gonna make it happen right in this area. Everyone knows the Philly area is just a hard place to come out of. So you're gonna expect a lot, because it's been a long time. So, like, it's more of a mad mindset, like, how I'm coming into this year. I'm not taking no for an answer. You know what I mean? I was taking no for an answer last time. Oh yeah, it's cool. Nah, like, it's RoWill, and you gonna fuck with me. Like, definitely.
I like it. All right, man, I'm with it. I'll definitely be tuning in.
Yeah.
Good luck with all that.
Thanks, bro.
Bye.